Hi, everybody. I'm Taylor. Thank you so much for being here. For a visual description, I'm a Black trans man. I have a goatee and rectangular glasses. What's up, Chloe? What's up, girl? I have a dreadlock Robert, which is a bob that has grown out past my shoulders. I have a white t-shirt on. I'm in my studio apartment from the greatest city on earth, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I have two poems for you. Lambda changed my life. It's an honor to be here. Not only did it change my life professionally, I changed my life deeply personally. One of the things that Lambda did for me is it made me even gayer. So I'm going to be reading a poem about that. So this first poem is called Oh, So You Doing the Bending. All right, let's get it started. Oh, so you doing the bending? Well, yes. I stretched something inside of myself. I stuttered and bent like the fig tree on West Donovan in my grandparents' yard, heavy with the surprise of my fertility. How old was that tree? Older than we were? Or perhaps it was timeless, the life of the creature inside. Sweet heaviness in the sticky Houston air, I pulled the fruit from its umbilical cord. I killed the part of myself that would weigh a bow down. I chose plucking over falling. The world is so full of ripe collapsing, so full of collapse. Nothing can make sense except this sameness. Your friend calls this homosexuality. Sycamore tree bark sloughs out of the heavens. This is like my skin, you say. Wordlessly, I open myself up to you. I touch myself. I beg you to follow me. I open my mouth. I've eaten my own tongue, your eyes, the light that met them, the calluses of your thumbs over your eyelids. Don't, I say. Please don't take that understanding from me. You drove me 2 hours to a green Atlantic Ocean, a living sea, 90 degrees, and the surf collapsed on the seabank. I wanted to suck the salt from your mouth and chin, to feel the force of the Atlantic crash into your chest. I willed my palm to mimic our current. I drummed the heel of my hand against you. When the water pushed you away, I pulled you closer. Let me be honest about collapse, about the stars, about children, about how I feel. Let me be honest about how completely I can manipulate myself. I am so flexible. Look at me. I fell down. It's impossible to rupture. It is possible to rupture. It is possible. All right. The next poem is about, I teach high school. Nothing has radicalized me more than teaching and being in community with children, with youth who are marginalized simply because of where they are born. I want to say free Palestine from the river to the sea. No, the children are ours. They are all of ours. They are all of us. So this is for my kids, and it's called Dysregulation Dialectics. When my boss tells me he loves me, I know that love has run its course of usefulness for me. I'm far less devotional lately. I used to buy special pens to write my poems, used to need to feel the glide of ink on a Moleskine notebook. Now I steal technical school pens and broken pencils from my students' desks. This is a time to write with anything I can get my hands on. I have nightmares about pointing white college students to the symbolism in Sula, nightmares about failing my certification coursework, fuck love, scrap paper. This is not America's next top best friend. This is hell. This is high school. The knot on my tie rubs my Adam's apple raw. I rub the scab with Aquaphor. I ain't know silk could scab. Then Edward Chestnut say, that's because you be wearing them fucking ties, which I take to mean you like us, Mr. Taylor. They tell you what to do and you fucking do it. You thought you was white, you got my mind and my mouth, and now you got a nigga's mark on your throat. Anybody who ever said they loved a nigga who themselves was not a nigga lied. This is the ultimate lesson of my life. Perpetual student. I've been so alive. Thank you.